Alright guys, so today we are going to jump right into things. The wait is over. I'm going to show you guys all the new fish that we got in the fish room. Like I said in the last video, there is at least 100 new fish down here in the fish room. I know you guys are probably like, wow, 100 new fish? You can't wait to see it. And I can't wait to show you guys, so stick around. Alright, so let's start over here on with the 10 gallons, which these are not new fish. These are fish that have previously been in the fish room. I'm going to donate these guys here to Boss Aquatics because he has probably about 30 of them already. And these guys don't deserve to be in a 10-gallon tank. These are giant Daniels. So I have 6 of them. I started off with about 10. I lost a few. A couple jumped out the tank. And then I'm not exactly sure what happened to the other ones. So in this tank here, we got the flounders in there. As you guys can see, there is a flounder sitting right there on the glass. And then there's another one in there. I'm not sure exactly where he is, but there is another flounder in there. There are 2 of them. Over here in this 10-gallon tank, this tank, the water is kind of murky just because of that wood, so the water is starting to turn black or whatever. But it's okay. This is just my shrimp tank, and there is some. Look at that shrimp right there. There are some snails in there and stuff. I got a bunch of snails in this other tank. I'm gonna use a snail trap to capture those guys, and I'm going to end up putting them down here in this tank, or maybe give them to somebody that has a puffer or something. They can use them for their puffer. But there's probably about 30 shrimp in there, give or take a little bit. But there are some babies in there too that you can't see, obviously, because they're too small to see right now. But just some red shrimp in there and some hornwort on top, just for the shrimp to have somewhere to pretty much just bask at. Plus the shrimp, they love plants. So, and then they love that wood too. That's cholo wood. I got that from my local fish store. Let me take you guys over here to this fish right here. I just got this fish. I wouldn't say he's a rescue, but I feel like I rescued him because he is not in the best of shape. But that is a lemon Oscar. If you guys can see that. I know there's a glare. Camera's a little shaky. But that is a lemon Oscar. Just a beautiful fish. I'll get him to come out in the next video. We'll do like a feeding video or something like that. And you guys can really see what he's looking like. Right now I'm working on just getting this guy back healthy. This tank here, I know you guys can't see anything in there, but there are some fry in there. Not many. It's just like 6 fry in there. So I won't waste any time showing you guys that. But if you look back there by the sponge filter, there are a few fry swimming around back there. I'm pretty sure you guys can see that. There's only like 6 or 7 in there. I set this 10-gallon tank up. I'm just cycling it right now. It's already got a filter sponge or a cycle sponge on it, and as you can see, there's plenty of dehydrant and stuff already growing in there. Alright, so up here in the 40 breeder, this is all on the same rack. This is all the same rack. The octopus, you guys, I know there are people probably wondering what happened to the octopus or why I haven't showed the octopus on the channel, but our octopus did pass away. Octopus do not live long lives, usually anywhere from a year to 3 years, depending on the species. If it's a Pacific octopus, usually the Pacific octopus live up to like 5 years, but we do not have the tank space for a Pacific octopus, so we don't have one. But we will be getting something else for this tank here. I still have the saltwater tank down there with the clownfish in it, and I have my 120-gallon saltwater tank upstairs in my house. I don't really like to show the upstairs of my house just because that's my personal space. Over here, we got a golden base flower horn. Just look at that guy. Just beautiful. I've had him now for quite some time. I haven't showed him on the channel, but I've had him for a little while, and I've just been trying to kind of get to know him, know his personality. Got him in there by himself. I might add him in with some other fish, but usually flower horns, in order for them to reach their full potential, you do want to keep them solitary. I usually don't name my fish, but for this guy, we do need a name. So everybody drop a name down in the comments. But look at that flower horn. Just beautiful. Alright, I'll show you guys these guys just because there's really no reason to name off any of these fish, but everybody is doing good in there. Look at that bisher. That bisher is 12 inches right now. And these stingrays are, this ray right here is about 13 inches. And this is my male stingray, and it's around, I'm going to say it's around 10 to 12 inches. It has grown tremendously since I've got it. I got it when it was about 4 or 5 inches as a puppy. So, look at those guys. Silver dollars. Gotta love them. Alright, so up here we have our African cichlids. These guys are not new to the fish room, but they have been in the fish room for about 4 months, 3 to 4 months now. Maybe a little less. Yeah, probably about 3 months. I'll give them 2 or 3 months in the fish room. But we do have some scarlets in here. These right here are the scarlets. I'll pop up a picture of the dad so you guys can see what those look like if you don't know. And then these guys here with the stripes that are a little bit darker, like right here, those are fryer eye. So these guys are up for grabs if any. Oh, we also have this guy here. Well, that's a female. That's a rusty cichlid. But these guys are up for grabs if anybody is interested. Let me know. Just leave a comment down below if you guys are interested in them, and then we can make something happen. Still have the albino crebenses in there. They're always hiding. I gotta thin those plants out in there. This tank is doing awesome. There's the female sitting right there. She's just hanging out, I guess. The male, he's always hiding. He's back there in the brush back there. He's always hiding. Okay, so down here we have our planted 20-gallon aquarium. We got the blue rams, and then we got the peacock gudgeons. There is one of them right there. That's the female. There's the female right there. Just a beautiful fish. And then the male, he's hanging out over there. Excuse the camera, I don't know why it's doing that, but yeah. The male is hanging out over there. And then the male ram, he hangs out back there in the back behind the crick plants. So we got 4 new fish added to this aquarium, which would be the blue rams, and then we got the 2 peacock gudgeons in there. Down here, I got a Texas cichlid that I have been raising from a pup. It's supposed to be a red Texas. It's supposed to be a red Texas cichlid, but he has not started fading yet. It does have some reds on it. I'm not sure if the camera is picking that up or not, but it is starting to turn red, especially on his face. So fingers crossed on that. If it does fade, then we do have us a gem. Literally, red Texas cichlids are hard to come by, at least in my area. I don't know about anybody else, but if anybody has any red Texas cichlids out there, let me know about that. I would love to purchase one that's faded and ready to go. Alright, so up here in this aquarium here is a 55-gallon, and we got the Rawroos here. I'll pop up a picture of those guys. Then we got the snake skin flag festums right here. I'll pop up a picture of the snake skin flag festums. We also have 5 red shoulder Severums in there. And all these guys are new to the fish room. Even though I had the Rawroos for a little while, I'm still going to say that they're new to the fish room because these guys are still small. But they are finally starting to get some size. And their faces are just starting to turn blue. Eyes are turning red. They're really starting to look good and get some color. Alright, down here in this 55-gallon, we got a peacock bass here and a peacock bass there. We did end up losing 1 peacock bass during the move. It just, I mean, I got him in the tank once we got him moved and everything, and it was doing all right. And then out of nowhere, it ended up passing away. I'm not sure exactly what was going on with that, but as you guys can see, right there, I got the holy grail of monster fish. I am stoked about having this. I got this from J4. Try to give you guys a close-up on that fish. It's just beautiful. That is an Arowana. I can pop up a picture of that Arowana so you guys can see what they look like once they get bigger. Hopefully this guy gets some good color on him. But it is very active. It's always swimming, and it's always ready to eat. So that is a new fish in the fish room. The holy grail of all monster fish. Right here on Mr. Feed the Fish's channel, you guys. Unbelievable. Alright, I'm going to stop with the camera because it's hard to keep up with that guy because he is always swimming. Alright, over here we got the African cichlid tank. These fish are not new. I didn't buy these fish, but these fish, I've already had these fish, but I did add in all of the colorful cichlids. So I put in all the rusties, except for the one you guys seen in the 55 over there. I also added in these OB tangerines, and then I added in the other tangerines, which you see right there. Those guys are looking real good. And this guy, look at that guy. Just beautiful right there. Just beautiful. There's the horned cichlid. For everybody out there who thought the horned cichlid was going to be mean and nasty, killing all my fish. Well, he's still here. He's still living it up with the African cichlids, and that's where he's going to be for now. I don't know if I'm going to put him in a different aquarium or not, but that horned cichlid has tripled in size since I got him a couple months ago. His fins are a little nipped because the African's been picking on him. He ain't picking on them, they picking on him. So, yeah, the hornet is looking tremendous in there. Look at that zebra oblique one male. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Lake Victoria. So, yeah, I added in all these fish. So, I probably added in about 20 fish in here. And the tank is just looking absolutely amazing with all the new additions in there. Alright, let's go down here. So I ended up picking up another Arowana right there. I actually won this guy in a raffle. So I have a silver Arowana now. I got this guy eating pellets. I'm not feeding him anything but pellets. Just to see how much better this fish will do just by eating pellets and not eating any other kind of diet or anything like that. So he's eating pellets and crickets. I give him live crickets, and then I give him an Arowana pellet that I get from my local fish store, Royal Aquarium. So we got us a new Arowana. It's not albino, but it is a silver. And these guys seem to grow a lot faster than any other Arowana out there. But that is a new addition to the fish room. Down here, we just got some baby African cichlids. I'm not going to spend too much time talking about these guys because they're small and you can't really see the potential that they have. But there's probably 75 to 100 baby African cichlids in this tank right here. And this is the tank with all the snails in it. And if you look down here in this corner, I got a snail trap right there that I'm going to put an algae wafer in, and then all the snails will climb on it and start eating algae wafers. And then I will pull them out of there and put them in the shrimp tank. Okay, so over here we got some new fish in here. I already had pretty much a lot of these fish, but we got these red tiger Severums right here. I got 2 of those. And those guys have actually like doubled in size. I only had them for about 30 days. I got them at our last fish swap that we had here locally. And those guys have doubled in size in 30 days. And they are looking really good. Starting to get that red on them. And then starting to get a lot of blue on the face. It's kind of hard to see them with that light. But I'll pop up a picture of these guys too. Red tiger Severums. Then we got our geos in there. I know a lot of people said that this wouldn't work either, adding the geos in with all these other South American fish, especially the red terrors because of how aggressive they are. But it's working out for me for right now, so I'm going to leave it the way it is. I don't want to change anything. But we have our redhead geophagus right here. We got 3 of those guys. It's one there, and the other guy somewhere. And then here we got some more geophagus. I got 2 of these guys, which they're heckelized. So I will pop up a picture of this guy right here, which is the red hump. And then I will pop up a picture of these 2 guys here, which are the heckelized. You can tell they're heckelized because they have the black spot on top of their fin right up here on top. So I will pop up a picture of those guys, let you guys see what they're going to look like once they get bigger. And there's another species of geophaga out there that I'm going to be getting here real soon. And man, when I get these guys, I'll show you guys those, but they are beautiful. Okay, so over here, you guys, I added in 60 blood fin tetras to the discus tank, and they are looking amazing. The discus are doing good, all except for the wild discus here and the one back here in the back. For some reason, these guys are not eating. I don't know what it is. They weren't eating well for me before the move, but that is another reason why I do not buy my fish at that size. I like to buy my fish as babies so I can grow them up, get them eating on my diet and on my schedule. So just another lesson learned. It doesn't happen in every case, but discus are just so finicky. It's best to get them when they are small. I don't know why that discus is rubbing itself, because there are no parasites or anything in there. So, but these guys, they're always doing something. When I put the tetras in there, these guys start chasing them around and acting real weird for quite some time. Still have the loach mob in there. There's 8 of those guys, but they're always hiding in this driftwood here, so you guys won't be able to see them right now. But I will do a feeding or something later on, so you guys can see all the fish eating, out swimming. But this here is like the biggest move I made, and it might be one of the best moves I made, adding in 60 blood fin tetras. Thought about getting maybe 100 in there just to see what 100 of them would look like in there. They don't really school a lot, but once I put the food in, then they start to school. But they look good just swimming around like that. So we got 60 of those guys. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Give you guys a closer look, even though I'll pop up a picture of them. But yeah, just let me know what you guys think about all the new additions to the fish room. And let me know what you guys think was the best fish that we added into the fish room. Alright guys, so that is my time for today. Just wanted to show you guys all the new fish that we got down here in the fish room. So we got 60 bloodfin tetras. We got 5 geophagus. We got 7 Severums. We got 3 Rawroos. We got 3 flag festums. We got 1 lemon Oscar. We got 1 flower horn. We got 2 blue rams. We got 2 peacock gudgeons. We got a new Arowana. So you guys let me know how many fish that is down in the comments. Trying to think. I don't think there's anything else that we got that was new besides those guys. Oh, and also we got an Arapaima. So let me know down in the comments exactly how many fish we got. I think it's somewhere close to 100, very close to 100. Still going to add some more fish in the fish room once I get a couple fish bigger and moved into different places. But that's my time, guys. So remember, always feed the fish. Holla.